Live early, not gonna tell nobody about it. Ha ha. Can I hear myself? Let me see. Oh, I feel so terrible physically. Oh, can you begin so I can hear myself already and see if it sounds all right? Catch up, YouTube. Catch up, man. Fuck. Ugh. Is it not going to begin until I said that? That would be very annoying. Am I actually okay? I am live. Oh shit! Shit! All right, hold on. All right, this sounds terrible. I have to do some checking here. What the hell? It sounds real terrible. Yes, I'm very early. You know what I'm shocked about? I was trying to be secretive and go live early and not tell nobody. But as I went live, it actually sent the notification on YouTube. I'm so shocked. I'm shocked and appalled. Actually amazed, not appalled. Do I still sound like shit? Hold on, I have to see. Yo, if you guys saw how fucking far this mic is away from me and how much it sounds like it's like booming, fucking amazing. Amazing qualities. I love it. Come on. All right. Anyway. Dude, you know what's fucked up? Barnacle says I almost always get your notifications. Do you want to know why I don't trust it? Is because I rarely get my own. And then when I do, I'm like, oh, cool. YouTube is working like it never does. Anyway, what do you mean more so than usual? Like, are you referring to what? To what I tweeted? To the title? What is that in reference to? And stop changing your fucking screen name. It's so confusing. What can I call you? I'm just going to call you Channel, bro. You change your fucking name too often. But you make it, thank God you make it obvious enough that it's still you. Anyway, I was looking around on Twitter and such. And I do. You know I love you. But I hate when anybody changes their screen name because it confuses me. Present. Should I share Twitter? I don't even think I can share what I want to anyway, which is unfortunate. I wanted to, yo, guess what, guys? I want to start off by saying this because I talked about it in the last live stream. Fucking the dildo. Guess what the dildo found in her local dollar store? She found the fucking Haribo Sour Kicks. Do you remember the gummy that I said was best of all? And it's like weaved sour within it without the sugar on the outside. And I couldn't think of the name. This is what the bag looks like. They're little sneakers. Look, she even took it out of the bag and is holding it up. Just wanted you guys to see. The Kicks, yes, they're the best. If you have not tried them, you must. And she tried them. She bought them and she tried them immediately. And she confirms that they are delicious. They are as delicious and delectable as I said. I mean, they're supposed to. The mold is fucked. They look like little worm dongs. I'll admit the snakes are prettier. But you know what it is? The snakes, they don't come in good flavors. The sneakers, the flavors are all good. I don't like all of the snake flavors. I'll eat them because whatever, but I wouldn't prefer it. but I'll enjoy the whole little bag of sneakers, every flavor, every color. Anyway, let's go back to this. What else? What else can we talk about? What else? Look at this. Hecate tweeted out a screenshot of FFG's tweet. And FFG tweeted and said, YouTube is trying to bribe people with $3,000 to turn memberships on. LOL. How fucking pathetic. If anyone suddenly turns memberships on now, understand why. Like, first of all, let me read the rest of it. Then Fried Deep comments back and says, some people do YouTube as a job. Why is it a negative for people to make money? No one forces people to buy memberships. And then she responds, fuck off. You know what this tweet makes me wonder? This tweet makes me wonder if this little piggy poo happened to watch the live stream from last night where somebody asked me if my memberships were turned on, to which I answered no. I don't know. Interesting. Who knows? And what is the fucking problem with all of the money that the hate hippo money that this bitch rakes in? Why does she care? Like, objectively, wouldn't it be the smartest time to turn one's memberships on if YouTube is offering a $3,000 incentive to do so? Like, what kind of fucking businesswoman are you, Piggly Wiggly? Like, Jesus Christ, so fucking hateful all the time. Why you gotta be so fucking hateful all the time? It's disgusting. See? Everyone's saying they're getting late notifications. I say at least you fucking got them. It could be because I went early too, though. Artem says she's always so angry telling people go fuck yourself. Yeah, she fucking hates herself. She hates life. Take a look at the visage, man. How would you feel if when you looked every time you passed by a shiny fucking surface, that fucking fotch was looking back at you? I would be so super fucking angry as well. So it's like, I almost have compassion for you. I almost understand. I get it, bitch. It ain't easy being ugly. And, manly and fat and hateful and grotesque and dishonest and also a terrible person to boot. Like, that is really one hellacious mixture of qualities. Yikes. I wonder what Fat Dad thinks about what FFG says. But wait, to you, Cranky Pasta, who is Fat Dad? Because the original Fat Dad comes to mind. Who, when you say Fat Dad, who are you thinking about? I remember the first person I said looked like a fat Herbie Hancock. She's no longer on the internet. And she made good. So I should not be thinking of her when I say that any longer. I mean, I tend to agree with this as well. Suburban Bliss. Suburban Bliss says if she was getting dick down in any form or fashion, she wouldn't be so hateful. I mean, yes. Dude, okay. See, this is why I asked. Cranky Pasta said, Yaba, silly, you named her that. Okay, I forgot that I called her a fat dad because she is definitely not the original fat dad. Fraggy fucking remembers. The original fat dad, man, it was so mean because this bitch did not deserve it. I mean, like a little bit because she was super fucking annoying and dishonest. And like I said, she's no longer on the internet, so I'm not even going to say her name. And she's, made good with her life since then. But, it was me. Frag, you know who I mean, right? You know who the original fucking Herbie Hancock was? On Twitter, her and I were going back and forth. And one day I was just like, you know what? You know what, bitch? You look like my friend's dad. You look like a fat version of my friend's dad, Herb. And I was so serious, too. God, if only you knew how much they looked alike in the fucking face. I wish I could have shared a picture of my friend's dad, Herb, because she had his face, man. God, it doesn't matter who. She was not a big YouTuber. She has since gone. You know what? Come to think of it, I don't even think I can remember her name. Yo, what the fuck was her actual name? Like, what was her channel? I can't even remember. Wasn't it like fun size? No, something. It was an alliteration, right? Was it an alliteration? It was something like fun. Fuck, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. No, not that one. Not that one. Do you remember what people used to call her? Like, yo, dude, she was, yes, there we go, Sam. A Fab Fit Kiki. That is not an alliteration. My bad. Yeah, she was the original Herb. But yo, whatever happened to One Vlog Away? Do you remember the horrible shit people used to call her? They used to call her One Tooth Away. They used to call her the fucking, the mom from Goonies. They were fucking rough to that girl. You know what? I never dogged on her looks personally. I never did. There are sometimes I feel if someone is too down in the dumps in terms of their looks, sometimes it's just too mean. And it's like not even necessary to state the obvious because it's like, hello, we all fucking have eyes. I don't even know. That shit is just fucking mean. Oh no, she was not Fat Herb on Program Stitch. What the hell did we call her? I know we called her something. Whatever happened to her too? She was one of the most annoying in my opinion. Yick. She really did though. Tell me not One Vlog Away looked like a fucking young the mom from the Goonies. Except if you look at that woman, like the actual woman who played the mom from the Goonies, she was quite attractive looking when she was young. So that's kind of like mean to say about that actress, you know? Emergency Pizza. No, what's the name we called her? Dude, a lot of people fucking watched her. Do you know what's crazy? Even myself for a time, this community at large, there was a time where everybody was just watching and nobody was critically thinking. Even myself. It's like I was watching this other fat, enormous, elephant-sized fucking bitch giving advice and criticism to somebody else. And for a long time, even me myself, I was not critically thinking. It was just completely, I was not thinking. And then one day I fucking woke up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is happening here? What are you thinking? Bigums? Like, ugh. Especially that one. She was like, legitimately, she was the size of a small baby elephant. That's like facts. I'm not being a bitch. Girl World was more innocent then. I don't know. Was it? Was it though? I mean, I get what you're saying in the sense that people, I mean, no, because the truth is there was doxing. It was just only in one direction. Doxing and reaching into real life and contacting families. It's always been A-okay to do to the girls, to Chantel, to Amber Lynn, to any of the fatty behemoths that it's okay to hate. You know what I mean? It's always been okay to dox and reach into their lives. Only did things get really fucking rowdy and reckless when that started happening in the other direction as well. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. Yes. Okay, that's the one. On program for a long time would iceberg the camera until people found her full body pics. Yes. Yo, it's so fucked up. That was maybe one of my favorite fucking reactions I've ever done, ever. She had some fucking nerve, dude. And yo, she's the one who posted that full body fucking accidental pic in a vlog. It was a vlog. And she accidentally posted it herself. And everybody saw it. And still, because she was talking all this fucking rah-rah hippo shit with her mouth, people totally fucking averted their eyes from what they were seeing. Even me myself, for a long while. Not too long, but too long for me. She had to sit down to cook. And didn't she try to fucking front like she was just like making fun of Amber Lynn? Like that makes it any better anyway? Like even her own channel name she took from Amber Lynn on Program Situation. That's an Amber Lynn-ism. That's another thing too. Theft, like what is it? Intellectual property, like theft of intellectual property is a-okay as long as you're doing it to the girls who are universally fucking disliked. Disgusting. That's how all of this began. Remember that? Gaining Ground remembers. You remember that shit with fucking Young Dumb Honey Bun and the whole merch situation and Gaining Ground? He threw in his 2 cents. That's how we all began down this lovely road of hippo fucking calling outs and whatever. Y'all think she invented raw dogging? Is she fucking crazy? Like, do you know what raw dogging means? That means to fuck without a condom. It means to do something dirty without a barrier. You think you fucking invented that shit? Are you crazy, bitch? I've been saying that shit since I was 5 years old. Get woke, bitch. Get woke. Pistachio, I remember DC coming after you for criticizing on what program's saying. That is what on programs Dr. Pruda. You know what's so funny? All of those fucked, ridiculous arguments are so ridiculous that I can't even remember them any longer. But yes, there was a time where it's so crazy because DC went from in the very beginning when I first spoke out about the hypocrisy in this space, she went from defending me a little bit to outright speaking against me and going back on that. She is a world-class fucking stand for nothing, fence sitter, fucking flip-flopper. Will have whatever opinion she thinks will garner the most support, the most adulation, you know, basically somebody without a fucking backbone. It's unfortunate because I didn't think that that's who she was. It's so unfortunate. But that's everybody, man. That's everybody. In fact, I don't know how to show this because maybe I'll just find the tweet. Hold on. Like I was sent this in a DM, but we can find it because let's look at Irate Alex. I have him muted. So I definitely did not see this. I'm sharing this, right? You guys can see this? Okay, good. I want to talk about his tweet that I was sent with obvious fucking purpose. But I think it's interesting. And I think it will begin a necessary conversation. Okay, so August 27th, he tweeted this out yesterday. Irate Alex says, so the same people who used my autoimmune disease to pretend to take offense on my behalf when DC wished a slow, painful death upon me, / your body is your punishment, are now what? Tongue punching her turtle cave now? The enemy of your enemy is still your fucking enemy. And immediately when I read this, I want to like it and retweet it and be like, holla, homeboy, did you finally grow a fucking sack? I'm going to say just that. Hold on. Holler home, boy. Maybe I'll say, I'm happy you finally. Come on, finally grew. Come on, a sack. And I agree. But then let's look down here and see what is said further. Hold on. Dead says, you're one of the reasons she's irredeemable to me. That shit was fucked. He responds back and says, that's the thing. My issue isn't her. It's not what she said. It never bothered me. What aggroes me here are people who have co-opted my shit, pretended to be offended on my behalf, etc. Just more hypocrites who won't own it. And I'm very happy that he said these things. He does not often make these unpopular fucking factual declarations. I'm shocked, for one, and quite proud. Is that what's the word? What is the word? Who is he speaking of? I don't know. I mean, that is definitely up for interpretation, because that's what I don't respect. It's why I respect it a little bit, but he never goes the full fucking Monty. Like, call it out, man. Who you talking about? Say names. Tell me who you mad at. Who you disgusted by. Who's the hippo in your book today? Because I'll tell you, I'll say names. Don't I always? But it's just, I appreciate this because I talk about the same sentiment always. And things like this, like what has been happening lately, it just shows me, it solidifies or re-solidifies what I already know. That most people, when they pretend to be outraged for these moral indiscretions from these people that they criticize with, it's just a weapon to speak against whoever is unpopular for the day at the end. And for real, no one really gives a shit. You know what I mean? It's clear. It is so fucking clear. Barnacle says, I mean, I am assuming maybe Belinda or Gigi. I don't know. I would assume the same, that he means either Gaining Ground, Belinda, or maybe the farm people who have wafted onto that side, seemingly. Because here's the thing, and I do mean this. I absolutely mean this. I am the kind of person that I don't care what somebody has done. Immoral, disgusting, whatever, cruel, any act can be forgiven as long as one takes accountability for their actions and their words, admits to it, and tries to rectify. Do you know what I mean? Anything can be forgiven in my book, but in this specific case, that has not been done. So it just shows me, and it really re-solidifies that I'm doing the right thing. I need to always stick to my own convictions. This is the reason why I am not easily swayed by popular opinion, because nobody stands for fucking shit. Nobody cares at the end of the day. It's all a popularity contest. It's a popularity contest. It's a weird give and take. Nobody really cares. I mean, I care. I care about what I care about. But I'm well aware that most people really fucking don't. Barnacle says, like, let me be honest, not everyone, but she's becoming way more favored. Yes, I mean, listen, it's clear to see. It is definitely clear to see. I myself have had interactions. Like, I'll give one overt specific example, Donna Morte. Donna Morte, I have had several interactions in my own chat. It's one thing, like, support whoever you want, but if you are now if you are eschewing fucking reality and truth in your campaign to support this person, it's a problem. You're becoming a fucking problem. If you want to support DC, support her. But you still need to be able to admit and acknowledge that she has been a party to some really fucking disgusting and despicable fucking things. Both her and her man. You know what I mean? It is very weird. Dude, Barnacles, it's very weird, but it's not, you shouldn't be surprised by it. I definitely am not. I am definitely not surprised at all. Are you really surprised? So we're talking about everything. We're going to talk about everything. See, this is what I don't understand. Why does this topic make people so uncomfortable? Why is the truth, why is reality so uncomfortable? If you want to support DC, you can do so. But exactly that. Sama says, coexisting with Mima doesn't mean past actions have been forgotten or forgiven. It's not even that. Whoever she has done her malicious fucking acts to, it is their job alone to forgive her. But this is the problem, and this is the point. It is dangerous if anybody forgets what she's capable of when backed into a corner. The judge of a man is exactly what they behave like when they're backed into a corner. It's easy for anybody to be good and joyous and fucking fun when they're on the up and up. Do you know what I'm saying? The real make of a man is when they're fucking backed into a corner. It's crazy. The truth is people just get uncomfortable. I can always tell who gets uncomfortable by what I'm saying and probably the reasons why. Do you know what I mean? Sandy S says, I zoomed in to read the tweet, and Alex is saying people that trash DC are now her buddies per him. No. That's not what he's saying at all. What he's saying, the most important part of his tweet is the second part. He said, and this is true, you can't argue with him on this. And I've called it out and I've seen it in many different ways otherwise. He said, so the same people who used my autoimmune disease to pretend to take offense on my behalf when DC wished a slow, painful death upon me, / your body is your punishment, are now what? Tongue punching her turtle cave now? The enemy of your enemy is still your enemy. Do you not understand the point that he's making? Like, of course, DC is going to be friendly to those she can gain from. How did she treat the people who were her enemies? How does she treat people when she's not on the up and up? What he's saying is that she's still the same woman that she always was, and he's telling people, be fucking careful. Be fucking careful. You want to forgive her? Do it. But understand that she is capable of being a dangerous, what's the word? When you do mean things when you're angry. Vengeful fucking cunt. Like, she's still that same person. And the real problem for me personally is she's not taking accountability. She still denies a bunch of things that she's done. Just because Gaining Ground specifically and Belinda have chosen to personally forgive her, that does not erase the fact that she is capable of these things. That's what we all need to keep in mind. Sandy says, DC uses people. Pretty sure everyone knows that. I mean, I hope so. I really hope that people know that. I hope people understand what's going on here. Barnacle says, or when she's not gaining a benefit from someone like Zoom or Tragic. Yeah, she and Negs will go back in a second if it were in her face. Exactly, that's the point. I mean, these people have shown us time and time again who they are. I understand forgiving. I personally don't hold a grudge, even for a moment, for a second. I don't hate you. I want to see you do well. I want to see you successful. I want to see you happy. But I have eyeballs and I have a fucking memory. And I'm not going to ever put myself in a position to be burned by you or to make the mistake of trusting you ever again. You know? Jarella says, people who have changed will apologize for their past transgressions, not simply move on as if not. Exactly the point. Jarella, that's my biggest thing. I genuinely mean it. Like, I'm a recovering junkie, man. I will forgive anybody for any fucking transgression, but they have to be honest about it. They have to be genuinely remorseful, and they have to actually be on a path to changing that behavior. Otherwise, like, you're setting yourself up for fucking the cycle to fucking continue. But it's like, here we are. That's what happens in this space all of the fucking time. Look at all of the different fucking alliances that have bounced back and forth. Look at it. Fucking look at it. It's crazy town, and we're all fucking adults. This is what I can't understand, okay? I understand from Belinda's perspective why she behaves the way that she does. I understand from Gaining Ground's perspective why he behaves the way that he does. But what it's hard for me to understand is, like, what is the audience gaining? What are the people who are supporting her and not being willing to hold her accountable still? Like, what are you gaining from this? I don't understand that. I'll never understand that. I know. I mean, dude, this is why I wanted to talk about this in the first place. I saw that Negs, I saw screenshots. Someone posted screenshots. He's still talking about Zeeth. He's still making these reckless fucking claims. And I made a tweet. I'll tell you the answer now. I forgot who asked me what I meant. But I made a tweet where I said, hold on. I made a tweet that said, fuck, where is it? I tweeted, I said, bait! Don't take the bait, idiots! Because I saw another screenshot, and who asked me what it was? K Petty asked me who baiting. I said, it will be obvious when you see it. Because I saw a screenshot of Yaba posting a picture of herself as a child, and Negs made some fucking nefarious fucking comments about it. I've seen other people make weird fucking comments about it. And it's like, why are you taking the bait? She obviously posted a picture of herself as a child, knowing and baiting people to fucking run with it and say some reckless shit. Like, and these idiots still. That's what I'm saying. Nothing ever changes, man. And another thing that's a real conflict of interest, which I can't understand, like the whole Zeeth, what is his name? I keep calling him Zeeth. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't fucking know. But this whole conflict of interest, like, how does that work out in that household? Like, they have an obvious beneficial alliance with Belinda, like DC does. Belinda's made it clear that she doesn't fuck with Negs personally, but how, like, this isn't going to end well at all, because Negs is still tweeting horrible shit about Zeeth. Belinda is cool with Zeeth. And but DC is fucking cool with Belinda. But DC is with Negs. Like, this is such a clusterfuck. It's kind of amazing if I'm honest. Arya says, why do everyone who hates someone are always watching the person they hate? I don't know, man. It's fucking weird. It seems like this space specifically, these people enjoy hating another person. For me personally, I only ever watch these people in live stream and for purposes of calling out their hypocrisy and or dirty deeds. Also, she can be exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can't. This is why I brought up that specific tweet and Yaba obviously baiting with posting a picture of herself as a child and Negs tweeting what he did about it. He has not changed fucking at all. He has no desire to fucking change. And DC, for some fucking reason or another, as his girl who loves him so much, will not fucking try even a little bit to fucking rein his shit in. Like, what are you doing? Seriously? If your girl won't fucking tell you, you are a bad fucking look, homie. You are a bad fucking look. You're a bad look for DC. You're a bad look for yourself. You're a bad look for anybody who fucks with you. You need to stop your shit already. Like, what the fuck happened to you, man? It's just so sickening. See, that's crazy. Is that true? Tyler said DC won't let anyone say anything negative about Negs or you get blocked. That's crazy town. That's crazy town shit. To see, this is why I have a real problem with anybody who doesn't have a problem with that. If you're A-okay with participating in a chat where you are going to be censored, if you speak the truth or try to hold somebody accountable, you want to fucking live in Soviet fucking Russia? You want to go play around in the playground in fucking Russia, homies? I don't. Or in fucking China? I don't. That's crazy. See, this is why, to me, these are all absolute telltale signs that these people have not changed. And there's a real danger. I call out to everybody who has taken to supporting them without feeling any need to call out and hold them accountable for their past fucking misdeeds. You are setting a very dangerous fucking precedent. Do you know the message that you're sending? Do you know the way that you're conditioning this fellow fucking human animal? You are conditioning these two dangerous fucking people that if they make the right alliances, they don't have to right their wrongs. They don't have to be honest. They can just censor and silence. And as long as they have the right people in their pocket, then they can find success again. That is a dangerous that's a dangerous message to send. Especially to two people who have been so fucking reckless to so many people around us. Like, and I know the audience specifically, they have sat there and they've watched. They've never been on the end personally of this doxing, of this defamation, of these potential life-destroying fucking lies and fucked up deeds from these people. But I'm telling you, the audience, when you support these people before they have taken accountability and truly righted their wrongs, you send a fucking dangerous, dangerous message. A dangerous message. What does that mean? Here comes Donna Morte to defend her love for DC. Donna Morte says, would you like to know what an A-log posted 5 days ago on Twitter? Dude, what does that even mean? Who? What A-log? Why should I give a fuck? Why do you care? That's the real question. What do you mean? And then she says, yet the silence about that is deafening. Bitch, you just asked me if I knew. I don't even know who you fucking mean or what you're talking about. And now you're going to say the silence is deafening? What do you want me to talk up? What do you want me to speak up about? Something I don't fucking know about. The fuck do you mean? What is wrong with you? Barnacle says, Donna, why are you so far up DC's ass lately? Laughing my ass off. Yeah, I mean, inquiring minds, Donna Morte, definitely want to know. Because you've got it bad, homie. You've got it bad. You're gonna just pretend that the sky ain't fucking blue? Like, woo. That's crazy shit. That's Yaba shit. That's some Yaba and Sam type shit. Like, you're aware of this, right? You're aware of this. Hold on. I'm trying to find out. She said she wants Negs to be raped in prison. Who said that? Who fucking said that? You said yourself, some fucking A-log. You know, my question to you, why do you care and or expect me or anybody else to fucking care what some fucking A-log said about anybody? The fuck is wrong with you? Ugh. Who said, dude, bro, I don't know if you have not been paying attention, but me and Fedora are no longer fucking friends. I've had her blocked for months because she talked some reckless fucking rowdy shit about me for no reason. So sorry. Didn't fucking see what she posted about fucking Negs. What? It's so crazy. What a weird fucking retort to the things that I've said. Like, why don't you answer for what I've said in your direction? Because a lot of people have noticed that you specifically, Donna Morte, aka Olive Oil, you have been defending both Negs and DC to an ass-licking, brown-nosing fucking degree. If you are now, like, just simply the fact that you came in here and brought that shit up, like, what is wrong with you? What the fuck? What are you? Is she paying you? Are you making money from this? Like, why are you so willing to pretend the sky isn't blue and reality isn't reality any longer? And then your response to that is, but Fedora, some A-log that you have blocked, said something and you were silent about that. What kind of fucking response is that? Like, whoa, dude. Lyra says, Elizabeth Smith, it's an angry logger or something like that, I think. It's fucking weird. Like, yo, I'm telling you, everybody needs to really keep in mind, like, hippo shit can go both ways, guys. Like, as we're all together screaming all of these insults in the direction of Sam and Yaba and calling out all of their dirty fucking deeds, their enemy of my enemy is my new best friend behavior, we need to make sure that we are not behaving in a similar fucking fashion here, guys. Like, it's important. We need to be real careful. The abyss is beginning to fucking look back at us, guys. It's crazy. Snowy Tits said, acting like P wouldn't call out a friend for that. Nope. Comment is extremely disingenuous. Yeah, it really is. It's crazy the things that people try to say to me when it's so obvious what my fucking character is. Like, aren't you aware that one of the biggest fucking problems people have with me is because I will say anything to anybody, be it friend or foe? I'm about the fucking truth. I'm about moral consistency. How often do me and Gaining Ground verbally fucking box with each other? Isn't it almost every time we fucking stream together? And what's the reason for that? It's because in my opinion, in my fucking humble opinion, a real fucking friend holds you accountable and tells you when you're running into hippo land accidentally. That's what a real friend does. So I'm always going to call out my friends. What does an A-log mean anyway? Like, what does that mean? Can somebody tell me what that means? A-log. I can't even imagine. I'm assuming A stands for something, and then log stands for something. Like an analog, like a bizarro world person, like an anti. I don't know. What is it? Can someone tell me? Oh, an angry logger? That's what the fuck it means? Dude, I would have never guessed that. I would have never guessed that. So I guess that means just somebody who is angry and logging their fucking feelings recklessly on the internet. A-log is a screen name of old Chris Chan. Snowy Tit says it's an extreme hate commenter according to Urban Dictionary. It's just crazy. First of all, I'm surprised with how much Donna Morte specifically is, all about online shit. I'm surprised that they were not aware that Fedora and I are not friends and that I have had her blocked on all platforms for quite a while. And that she has said some reckless, fucking unforgivable because let's talk about this. I never have publicly, but I will now because it kind of ties into the topic a little bit. Let's talk about the reason why me and Fedora are no longer friends. Fedora, this is so backwards too. If you don't know this, you're going to fucking laugh hysterically when you find this out. Fedora got angry at me because she said I fucking Pistachio was being too kind to DC Media Girl. Only me, even though it was me and Gaining Ground in that stream that day, and I have never spoken to DC in emails. I've never welcomed her into my community. She blamed solely me for being too kind to DC. Never Gaining Ground, never Belinda, just Pistachio. Pistachio was too fucking friendly with DC Media Girl. I've got to tell you how much that tickles my fucking asshole under present circumstances. Like, holy hell in a handbag. The fucking double standards and the weird fucked up, like, obviously you hated me for some other reason and that was just your excuse. Like, obviously. Everybody's so fucking weird. And I have and let me tell you what adds fucking insult to injury. I have only ever been kind, supportive, fucking friendly, loyal to fucking Fedora. So yeah, when she started popping off at the mouth and hating only me for being too friendly with fucking DC Media Girl, what a laugh. I blocked her on everything. And I chose, hey, I'm not going to call her out publicly. I'm not going to make a big deal of this. She's ill, whatever. But it's crazy. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that so fucking hysterical under the present circumstances? Oh, it makes me dizzy too, Lil Boots. It is so fucking hard to keep. It's hard to keep track of all of these different personalities, all of these different weird fucking feelings, all of this dishonesty. It's very strange. It's super strange. Hold on a second, guys. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. Hold on. Thank you, both Snowy Tits and Vintage Camera Girl. Vintage Camera Girl says, being indifferent is not the same as friendship. That's what people need to learn. Snowy Tit says, Gigi had her in his chats too. And Gaining Ground was in the same live stream with me where Fedora started having those feelings allegedly about me in the fucking first place. Seems like she probably had a problem with you before that and took the opportunity. And then she started talking shit. She segued from I was too friendly with DC to talking shit about me sharing my donation links. Like, what, bitch? What now, bitch? Do you know how much that fucked me over? How much that fucked me off? When I was the person who did live stream after live stream sharing her fucking GoFundMe, making a big deal when she was struggling, like she hurt me so badly. I really thought that we were on a different level than that. And the way that she fucking turned on me for the reason and how and allegedly why, I was so fucking confused and hurt at the same fucking time. And it makes no sense. It's crazy town shit. Dude, that's always how it fucking works, Tyler, and people still don't fucking get it. Tyler said in 3 months, everyone will be saying Pistachio was right. Do you want to know why that is, Tyler? It's because I am unafraid to tell the truth. I am unafraid to speak reality as it's happening. But all of these other people, and I understand why, but all of these other people, they don't want conflict. They just want to, go about their business and whatever the fucking case is. I enjoy conflict. I don't care. The truth is more important to me. Reality is more important to me. So whatever, let bygones be bygones. But yes, that's the reason why. That's the reason why I always appear to be able to have premonitions of the future. It's not that. I'm not special. I'm not fucking psychic. I'm willing to tell the truth while everybody else is still licking dick for weird reasons that I can't even understand or relate to. It's so weird. It's super fucking weird. Snowy Tit said she probably saw some people criticizing Gigi for it and thought it was the best thing to come out against you with and get support. If that's the case, then that's really fucked up. If I meant that little to her all along, that she would be willing to use me as a pawn because she feels like I am hated, and that would garner her some adulation, that's even more hurtful than if she meant it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's even more fucking hurtful. Barnacle says, yeah, that's accurate. No one wants conflict. And listen, I understand that. I always struggle because it's like the world is definitely a more difficult place for all of us because people are not willing to, stand up for their own convictions, to speak to the truth, and to walk into conflict head on in service to the truth. Like, the world is a more terrible place because of that. But I also, at the same time, I understand that not everybody enjoys and thrives in fucking conflict. And I also understand that some people rely on YouTube, the money that they make from YouTube, some people rely on the relationships they've built or are building on YouTube. Like, I get all of that. And I understand that not everybody is the same. But at the same time, you cannot hate me. You should not hate me for speaking the truth and speaking reality. So it says that's just a theory because her lashing out at you was just so. It was, dude. And this is what fucks me up. I know a lot of the time I am like immovable. I don't care. I'm indifferent when people do anything to me or say anything about me, lie about me. But with Fedora, it hurt. And it hurt me even more so to see that other friends around me were not saying to her, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what do you mean? Why are you lashing out at Pistachio when I was in that same conversation and when I'm being even more friendly with DC than she's ever willing to be? Like, things like that do actually hurt me, you know? Like, I can, what anybody else says about me just rolls off my back, but it's really fucked up when people I've perceived as friends for so long either don't have my back or turn on me without fucking warrant and in an unfair fucking manner when all I've ever done is be loyal and fair to them. Like, I've got to tell you, that fedora shit really hurt me in such a way you've no idea. Isn't that the point? Isn't that the point? That's what I don't understand. Like, what are we all doing here? Disappointing, Silvana. Disappointing. It's so far beyond disappointing. It fucking hurt. It fucking hurt my feelings, dude. Like, Fedora was one for me that I thought her and I were friends. I thought that she was not playing this YouTube game in that way. I was surprised. I was hurt. I was fucking offended. All of the things really hurt my fifis. I've got to be honest with you. Ooh, what the fuck is this? Hold on. Jarella says, if someone has a problem with someone else, why can't they DM them and speak with them about it? Because this is the fucking internet. What do you expect? And that's an interesting thought too. That's extremely interesting that you say that, because that shows a little bit of what the intentions are. It was just weird all around. It didn't make fucking sense. DMs don't make money. Speaking of money, if you support the channel, if you support my truth telling, if you support my message and what I'm trying to do here, please do not hesitate to donate to the links. I think I pinned them in chat, but I don't remember. Please support the channel if you can. It's much appreciated. Another thing too, like, again, do you know how much it hurt my fucking feelings? She said some of the most vile shit when I shared my links, and because I didn't even come up with this idea on my own. It's not like I just thought, oh, hey, I'm going to get a better internet and, the viewers are going to pay for it. No, someone suggested it to me over and over and over and over and over again. And finally, when my internet became such a fucking problem, finally, with many, many people twisting my fucking arm, I was like, fine. If you guys are willing to support the channel in that way, I will share my links. If it will better the streams, it will better the channel, then fine. And the way that she acted, like I was some grifting, money hungry fucking, like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe it because it was so dishonest. It was so fucking dishonest. Like, this has never been about money for me. I don't care about alliances. I don't care about popular opinion. How many times have my own fucking friends nearly threw me in the fucking garbage because of my own opinions? You know what I mean? Obviously, that's not what this is about for me. So for her to say that about me was so fucking hurtful. Snowy Tit says, you aren't forcing us to donate. Laughing my ass off. You consent. We consent. What's the problem? Dude, I don't know. I could not know. You know what I always thought? I thought maybe it's because she's struggling. Maybe she's struggling financially really bad. and maybe she feels a way because we have a shared audience. Maybe she felt a way about the potential of people donating to me. Maybe she felt like it would take away from the people that we share, maybe donating to her. I don't fucking know. But to be honest with you, I could not fucking figure it out. There was no logical thought. There was no logical reason for any of the vile things she said about me. There was no reason for why she chose to focus on me and say that I somehow was too friendly with fucking DC when I was the furthest thing from that. And another thing too, like, let's really talk about everything. Like, do you guys remember why I had Irate Alex blocked in the first place as well? That's why it's like I retweeted what he wrote and I applaud that he said that. Hold on, let me put it on screen while I talk about it. But do you guys remember why I blocked Alex in the fucking first place? He did a very similar thing to me. Like, oh my God. Do you guys remember? Do you care? Is it even worth fucking going over? But it's unfortunate. Where's the one I was talking about? Here it is. So it says, you're the only person I was confident would never dox me. Maybe be better if they want people's money. I mean, it means a lot to me that you would say that. And do you know how I've spoke a little bit about how people have fucked with my different accounts, mostly PayPal, but they've tried it with the Cash App as well? Do you know that I genuinely think that the goal in them fucking with these accounts was, I feel like they were trying to see what they could do to try and trigger me to dox somebody. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing that will ever happen that's going to make me willing to dox anybody, be it friend, foe, or anything in fucking between. I'm not going to dox you. You want to fucking threaten me in my PayPal apps? You want to fucking do chargebacks? You want to try to fuck with my accounts? I'm not going to dox you. I'll go through the proper fucking routes to handle the situation, but I'm not going to dox you on public fucking Twitter or in a live stream. Like, yuck. And that's what a lot of these people do. That's what a lot of these people have been a party to. A lot of these people have been fucked with by evil people for so long that they have eventually succumbed to, lowering themselves to their level. That's what's happened in so many of these different situations. That Amber Chick says, yeah, I may talk a lot of shit, but anything IRL I won't do to anyone. Barnacle said, in theory, if you had to guess a group, who do you think it was? See, that's a really hard question to answer because I don't know. It could be fucking anybody. There are so many people that fucking hate me. And not only are there people that actually genuinely hate me, but there are also people who would love for me to think that it's the people that hate me and then blame somebody who's not guilty of it and then run in that direction. That's another thing that I really try not to do. I try not to make allegations, baseless ones, unless I have evidence. You know what I mean? So I won't even speculate publicly. I have my ideas behind the scenes, but I'm not going to speculate publicly without concrete fucking proof. Jarella says, if evil becomes your standard, it's time to seek help. It's everything. K Petty says, why would Donna come in and ask that only to run off? I don't get it. To each their own, I guess. I mean, But don't you know the answer to that question, K Petty? Because Donna Morte only has ridiculous fucking whataboutisms that don't make sense to say in my direction. And then when I counter with an actual question that she's not comfortable answering, she's going to run away so she doesn't have to answer. That's why she ran away. That's the answer to that. It's unfortunate. I just don't understand. I don't understand how someone like Donna Morte, she has been championing the fight against both Sam and Yaba's behavior and their lies, their lack of taking accountability, their defamation, but she's willing to make excuses for two people who have participated in the same fucking behavior not so long ago. Like, it makes no sense. To me, you are birds of a feather with Sam and Yaba. You're exactly in the place where you fucking belong. Truth is you don't belong in this chat, not in my chat, because you can't hang. If you can't have an honest conversation, if you can't have an honest back and forth when I'm willing to, like, you don't belong in this fucking chat. And I'm not going to censor you if you talk shit about someone that I'm going out with. That's the kind of chats you want to be a fucking part of? Okay, have fun. Hope you enjoy yourself. Barnacle says, Donna is literally inserted into DC's ass. The fumes are driving her mad. Barnacle says, and also, two people have literally not changed at all. What the fuck even made anyone forgive people that never said sorry? This is what I assume. I assume people are cozying up to DC because they feel like she has the key to really take Tragic to task, legally and otherwise. They feel like DC holds the keys to the castle, and that's what it's about. Like, what else could it be? I don't know. To me, that was the change, that was the catalyst that began the support in this direction when everybody became aware that that 911 call was probably fucking definitely tragic. And still, it was fucking Owl who did the legwork to get that information. Tyler says DC lost in court to Tragic. Did she though? But wasn't that just like a preliminary thing? Isn't there a different route that she can take it? Isn't that still ongoing, or am I incorrect? Am I wrong? Is it really done forevermore? I thought that there was another route that she could take this. Lyra said, or just to trigger the Indiana fatties. But wait, listen, Lyra, that better not be the reason, because I promise you're not triggering fucking anybody. You are handing them on a silver platter a reason to call you a hypocrite, because now they can allege in this direction, oh, you want to talk shit about us being enemy of my enemy with Tragic and AK? Look at what you've done with DC and Negs. Like, you're not triggering anybody. You've handed them a fucking gift, and you've handed them something to say against you that even I have a hard time fucking defending at present, man. Like, I've tried. I've given it the old college fucking try. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting hard. It's getting rough, guys. It's getting fucking rough and hippo-y around here. I know. Ugh. The milk that's sickening saying, why is it DC that does all the lol suits? And Negs is always saying how much of a victim he is. I mean, in this particular case, even I agree that what Tragic did was a fucking felony. It was a fucking felony. And I don't know, nobody seemed to have answered me unless I missed it, but I really thought that DC still had avenues that she could use to prosecute him for what he did. I don't know if that's, I haven't really been paying attention to it because I've been so disenchanted because of the hypocrisy that's fucking laying itself out before me. I've been super disenchanted. Barnacle says, literally no one looks good here. I mean, I know. I fucking know. DC is the adult and Ron is her autistic child. Yeah, I mean, they do function. It's really fucked up. They really do function more like mother and son. It's extremely off-putting. It's extremely off-putting for me to watch because the way that DC is choosing to enable him is really doing only fucking harm to him as a man, as a human being, as a creator on the internet. She's doing absolute fucking detrimental harm by enabling his fucked behavior. And everybody who sits idly by and doesn't call out his behavior going forward, like you are helping to participate in that as well. Like enabling is can become very dangerous very quickly. What up, Creasy? The Milk Dud Sickening says DC has yet to apologize to certain people, and her not addressing the bullshit she was involved in is also a choice. Yeah, I mean, listen, I gave it the old listen. I try to be extremely fair to everybody. I've always been fair to DC and Negs the whole way through. I've been fair to AK and Tragic as well. I've been fair to Yaba and Sam as well. I'm fair to everybody. That's the reason why. But I was watching DC and Negs' live stream from last night, and I was absolutely fucking disturbed by how little they were taking no accountability, fucking none. And she sits there and allows him to lie his fucking ass off, to embarrass himself, to continue to live in a fucking delusion of his own creation, to tap himself on the back. And then the chat is celebrating his fucking failures. I hope you know you're doing this man harm. At the end of the day, I'm the only real fucking friend these people fucking have. A real friend tells you the truth when you're fucking embarrassing yourself. When you're being a fucking damage to yourself in the fucking long run. Oh, so are you saying that she's done everything she can? I don't even know. Your mama said Snowflake should do a series. Yo, I said that. I was like, yo, where's Mr. Snowflake's fucking documentary about the shit that goes on this space? Because he has enough of a peripheral to know at least a little bit what's going on. Yo, mama, did you see the clip where Mr. Snowflake could not see the difference between fucking Yaba and Chantel? And your fucking live stream where you pretended to be him and you were reacting to FFG was fucking amazing. My favorite part was the pig hands. Oh my God, I had to watch it twice. It was amazing. Oh, it was my favorite fucking part. Pig hands. Yo, did you guys watch the stream from yesterday? Where we reacted to him doing that. It was amazing. Then Amber Chick says Snowflake is a pussy. I know Thoughts and Opinions has done one before, though. Yo mama, maybe they'll come back with an update soon. That would be cool. I don't know. It's crazy. It seems like, you know what it seems like to me? Everybody who has any type of affiliation with the farms has either gone completely fucking radio silent or is just overtly delving headfirst into DC's fucking asshole. So it's either radio silence and say nothing, or full on diving into the fucking anal cavities. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. It'd be super interesting. Snowflake enjoys gazing longingly at his own image in the viewfinder. I mean, he's not that cute. He's cute, but he's not that cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, aw, pinch his cheeks, like, oh, a teddy bear. But he's not like, oh, like hot, walk the runway, fucking chiseled jaw piece type, beautiful face. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I am sweating. Where are we at? I'm saying he's narcissistic. Do you think so? I don't know if I get that yet. I haven't watched enough, to be honest. I can't even fucking judge. He thinks he is? Do you really? I think he's just been told that he's super good looking by all of the fat lonelies that view him. Maybe it's going to his head. Maybe, who knows? All I know is that I definitely appreciated the fucking clip that I saw where he called Yaba a blue-eyed it, could not distinguish or make out her fucking gender, and could not tell if it was double Chantel or if it was a whole nother fucking human being or not. That made me like him. Like a lot. A lot more than I did. I'll tell you that. He reminds me of JD Vance. And I think Vance looks like an angry... Yo! K Petty, that's so fucking amazing. Yes, JD Vance looks like an angry Care Bear. And hell yes, Mr. Snowflake also looks like an angry Care Bear. That is maybe the most fucking amazing analogy I've heard this month. I agree so hard. Hold on a second. I need to take a sip of my drink. Do not bring in Care Bears. Shame on y'all. How rude. Don't do my Care Bears like that. It's possible he said it because he was afraid of misgendering, but I like to think he genuinely couldn't tell if Yaba is male or female. All I fucking know is that it was fucking funny. That it was funny, it was representative, and it was extremely telling. That's all the fuck I know. Oh, that's cute, Sandy S. Do you know that I have one fucking tattoo? I have only one tattoo, and it is of a cartoon character. It's of Hello Kitty specifically. So I feel ya. Let's look on Twitter. Am I still sharing Twitter? I'm afraid to click around. Oh, and this. I totally disagree with Gaining Ground, and I disagree with you guys on this as well. And I fought with Gaining Ground about this in literal text messages, and you guys said the same shit in yesterday's fucking live stream. Gaining Ground tweets out and says, I forgot how much Frenchie looked like Rosie O'Donnell before she went full Danny DeGunt. And in text messages, and to you guys as well, I was like, no, I disagree. I was like, that is too fucking kind, and that is too mean to Rosie O'Donnell. I think Rosie is more feminine. I think she's prettier, and I think she's thinner. And how dare you? But yo, Gaining Ground said some funny shit that I did agree with, and then I changed my fucking opinion a little bit. But yeesh. Oh, Rosie from A League of Our Own era. See, to me, this is demeaning to fucking Rosie. Rosie was the motherfucking man in fucking League of Our Own. And she was so much thinner and so much more fucking feminine. I say, how dare you? I hate everybody. Everybody's like, nope, it's Rosie. That's so fucking mean. I do too. Do you know that I watch fucking A League of Our Own at least once a year and I cry every single time? Every time I cry. Dude, that Madonna song at the end, that shit gets me every time. And fucking Dottie and Kit meeting back up at the end. And then Betty is dead, or whatever the fucking blonde bitch's name with fucking little fat kid, I forget. Amazing. No crying in baseball. Doesn't fucking Yaba say that? Another thing she stole from somebody and something else. It's such a good movie. Do you know what I was always shocked that they found older actresses that looked so fucking spot on to Gina Davis and Lori Petty. They legitimately, they looked so spot on. I thought that it was them in old people makeup. But no, it was different fucking actresses. Yeah, do you remember? She would say there's no crying in baseball, like she fucking wrote it herself. And yo, did we talk about this yet? But did we talk about this yet in this stream? I think we did. How Yaba claimed how she made up the fucking term raw dogging. Like, oh my God. She steals from everything, every movie, every fucking cartoon. And then she pretends she made up a colloquial fucking saying from the 90s or even the 80s. Who fucking knows? Was it Prime or Netflix that did a show but canceled it? Oh, I think it was Netflix and it was garbage. I think it was absolute garbage. It is from the 80s, right? Who knows? It may even be before that. And what raw dogging means is it means to fuck without a condom. Or if you're going to use it as an analogy, it means to do something dirty without a fucking barrier. Like I recently used it, like I didn't want to raw dog FFG's content. So I wanted to watch it through Belinda instead or somebody else instead. And that bitch thinks she fucking made the shit up. Unbelievable. Fucking unbelievable. She claims she made up Sugarfoot too. Oh my God. Yaba, you know what Yaba is? Yaba is still functioning on Hater Nation fucking rules and Hater Nation time when it was never called out, when these reactors, these YouTubers would steal sayings from the farms and from the audience and then just run with it like they created it themselves. Yaba is still living in that fucking world. She has not evolved with the fucking times. She's not evolved with, everybody else woke up around her and she's still living in the fucking past, thinking she can pull the wool over everybody's fucking eyes. Yaba's a trendsetter. Didn't you know? Oy vey. She also thinks Gunt started with Chantel? What? God, this is what it really is. She needs to just admit, this is what you say. This is what Yaba should say. Oh, I had never heard of that word before. I had never heard that saying before. That's what it really fucking is. Zoe Wynn says, Sugarfoot is from Arrested Development, full stop. I sang that song, fickle ass Yaba. Key Petty says, sort of like Negs saying he coined the term tragedy pimps, when in fact it appeared in a Chicago Tribune article in 1991. Yikes. Sandy S says she needs to log off and go outside and make real life friends. She's a shut-in. Who are we talking about? That could, do you know, Sandy S, that could be meant for so many fucking people and be accurate. So I don't even know who the fuck you mean right now. Fozzie Isborn says, I can quote the movie Friday from beginning to end. Doesn't mean I wrote it. That's amazing. Everybody's fucking ridiculous. And do you guys agree with me? Did you guys see the picture that Yaba posted? And maybe we should talk about this too. Did we already talk about this? Because I don't even know what the fuck this means. Let's talk about this. Where is Gaining Grounds? I'm pretty sure he reposted this. Or did he only post it on his community tab? This is the one he posted. This is this post from Yaba. He posted on his community tab as well. And he says, any idea what Yaba Slayton is whining about now? I haven't been able to keep up because I was busy in Las Vegas. Holler. I'm sure that's a foreign concept to a woman whose idea of a vacation is taking her family to the subway located inside her neighborhood Walmart. Oh, shit. Because, yo, seriously, what the fuck does this tweet mean? I don't know. Damn, Snifford. She went all in on you. All is forgiven, though, right? Okay. I don't even know what that means because I can't see what it says. Oh, here we go. Let's see.
You were drunkenly or stonedly hitting on a straight man. The fact that you went to him and were like, oh, with all this stuff going on with Monte, I hope that you don't feel tragic that I was behaving that way. You were behaving that way, Cliff. You were behaving that way. You were behaving like a disgusting predator.
Now, see, before we're going to finish this clip, and I want to preface that Gaining Ground has chosen personally to forgive but not forget these transgressions from DC. But what I would need from any human being as somebody just, to not judge her as an absolute fucking liar and fucking opportunistic rage pig, I would ask her, how do you feel about these statements that you made so long about these defamatory, untrue fucking statements about the Gaining Ground, in defense of somebody who is now your fucking arch enemy, Tragic, when at this time, it's so convoluted. It's so wild that Yaba would tweet this out when DC was allies with Tragic then and talking shit about Gaining Ground, and Yaba is now actively allies with Tragic. It's so crazy. But I would love to know, if asked today about what DC said in this defamatory fucking untrue bullshit fucking diatribe, how does she feel about her words from yesteryear today?
Towards Tragic.
That's what I want to know.
You were. Tragic is heterosexual. Do you know how uncomfortable it is, whether you're a straight woman or a straight man, to have a man aggressively hitting on you when you're not interested? Do you know how that feels? It's gross. It's predatory, Gigi. It's predatory. And I know that you're going to come up with a million excuses. Oh, well, he flirted with me. Mm-hmm. Did he? Did he really?
He did. And she knows he did. Everybody knows Tragic was flirting hardcore. If you read the fucking back and forth DMs. And if you're being honest about what you fucking saw, I would be very interested to know DC's fucking feelings on her words from yesteryear today.
We'll show a joke.
And what does it depend on? This is what makes, in my opinion, these are the kind of things that make DC a dangerous character in the same way that Yaba and Sam are dangerous characters. She was allies with Tragic at this point in time when making these defamatory statements against Gaining Ground. But now, in present, now she's enemies with Tragic. And she's trying to cozy up and kiss ass to fucking Gaining Ground and Belinda to try desperately and turn the tides against her without taking any real fucking accountability for her disgusting, dangerous, defamatory actions of yesteryear. Like, oy vey, you know? This is how I would judge. Yeah, that's exactly the thing. But most people the milk that's sickening says Gigi has showed the DMs. People have to do their homework. Gaining Ground has showed the DMs. I have read the DMs. If you read the DMs in their entirety and you are seeing a full picture, you will understand what happened there. You will understand that Gaining Ground was manipulated, that Tragic very obviously was weaponizing Gaining Ground's sexual orientation against him, pretending to be interested, pretending to be bi-curious, promising to fucking like settle down with him and start a family. Like, whoa. But this is the danger, yo. Most people don't give a fuck enough to actually sit down and read through those DMs in their entirety. So they're just going to take the word from the person that they're watching, that they trust the most, and they're going to run with the narrative that's coming out of that person's mouth. That is the danger of defamatory statements. That is the danger of not telling the fucking truth. And it is very much the danger of somebody like DC who can be bought and fucking sold and will lie based on their own self-interest and who they want to align with for the day. Like, you can't trust somebody like that. Fucking ever you can't. You genuinely can't. K. Patty says, if anyone ever called me a PDF or insinuated such things, I would not forgive. I would not allow them in my space nor allow it around my people. There's just stuff you don't forgive. I think it's Gaining Ground's prerogative to forgive. And he has done that for his own personal growth. But something that he has made very clear is he is not willing to fucking forget. And Gaining Ground is not, in my opinion at least. I don't see him cozying up to and even appearing like he's friends with these people. As much as DC would like the world to fucking believe that, like, let's go back to my last live stream where I pointed out DC's language that she purposely and manipulatively used, and she was talking about the Gaining Ground. I fucking knew it without knowing it for a fact. And it was later confirmed that she absolutely was talking about the Gaining Ground. I fucking knew it. Of course I fucking knew it. K. Patty says, I remember the DMs. Charge has a pattern of doing this with men and women. It's weird, but also don't be that gullible. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They had a friendship. Like, Gaining Ground really thought that they were actually really friends. And if you guys remember, Tragic was a different person back in that day. He was not the same person that we see before us today. And in my opinion, I don't know this for fact, but I do see bits and pieces of evidence that make me believe this. I attribute his change in behavior to either a relapse on drugs or an upped usage of drugs. I don't know what, but the behavior definitely fucking changed. Janice said, some creators have blocked people for being in other chats. It's a very Sam thing to do, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that either. Go to whoever's chat you want to. I really mean it when I say support whoever you want. I don't even like support DC. I want her to find success. However, you can support DC, you can support anybody while still at the same time holding them accountable and acknowledging their lies and their misdeeds from the fucking past. You supporting somebody or enjoying their content or being in their chat, it doesn't mean that you have to pretend that the past never happened and that this person is not who they've always fucking been. In fact, like, I get it. That's part of the draw. It's what makes a lot of these people an interesting character to watch and to comment on, because they're so fucked, because they're so pathetic. They're so fucking wishy-washy. They're so, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. But it becomes a dangerous game when you are like allowing yourself to be silenced, allowing the truth to be silenced. Dad says he's always been this way. He was just manipulating people. I mean, that could be true. And it also could definitely be that he just was not as vocal. Like, he wasn't making content. He wasn't doing live streams. So he wasn't as outspoken. So I just didn't have a good grasp. And truth, I was never really close with him personally. Our interactions happened publicly, mostly always. I think the only time I ever really interacted with him in DMs was in the beginning when everything began falling apart. But other than that, I would not consider ourselves to have been friends, like behind the scenes. In fact, this is crazy, but in fact, around that time, I was fucking fed up with Tragic. I was fed up with him and his antics. In fact, listen to this. Isn't this crazy? I was fed the fuck up with how obsessive they were about negs, about the negs hate. I had to mute them on the way they would fucking tag a million different people, the way a fucking tweet would fire off every fucking 5 minutes, and it would be some new thing about negs. They would watch everything he fucking did. They would have something to say about everything he said. Like, I don't care, man. What happened to, if you hate somebody, if somebody has wronged you, they just no longer exist in your world anymore. Like, that's personally how I function. If you fuck me over and I no longer like you, like, you just don't exist anymore. Bye-bye. I'm not gonna fucking watch you to fucking pick your shit apart. I don't care, man. You're fucking dead to me, bro. It's always been fucking weird. Snowy Tit says, I was bullied to the point of near self-deletion as a kid. I've forgiven them all with no apology because it helped my mental health. That's where Gigi is. Yes. First of all, I'm really sorry that you had to go through that, Snowy Tits, as a child. That's fucking horrible. And always, when you forgive somebody, you're forgiving for you. You're not forgiving for the person that has harmed you. It's for you. Why would you want to carry around that poison for the rest of your life? And like I've said many times, it takes a lot to hate somebody. When you truly don't care, you're indifferent. They can't hurt you. It doesn't matter. You don't care what they say. You don't care what they do. The real way to fight is indifference. Somebody just doesn't matter. They don't exist. Janice says, well, support is different than viewing. I don't know if I would support them. Yes, I agree. There's a very big difference. There's a very big difference. And listen, when the kind of support that I am criticizing is only if you are allowing yourself to be silenced, if you are willing to participate in a place where you are outright told that you cannot give your opinion, you cannot tell the truth, and where you can't hold somebody accountable for their own actions. People who are willing to do that to support DC, I consider you dangerous. I consider you a dangerous enabler. But if you're just watching to keep up and to be entertained, I fucking get it. Of course I get it. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Soy Tits, truth is, most of the people in this space have been bullied. Most of the people in this space know what it's like to be on the other end of criticism and bullying. And very sadly, I believe that's one of the main reasons why so many are so happy and willing to participate in a community where the main fucking goal is to, spew hate at fucking others. I think it's, I don't know, an attempt to heal, an attempt to, I don't fucking know what, because I can't relate. I can't relate. But it's unfortunate. I want to see who DM'd me. Let me unshare this real quick. I'm always curious who DMs me while I'm live. Let me look. I just read your DM. I'm not going to say who that was, and I'm not going to respond to you right now, but I will after I'm done. Melk says, no one is dictating who should or should not be forgiven. That's a personal choice. Absolutely. Barnacle said, I just don't understand where the change or apology occurred. Where was the reason to forgive, to move on? Nothing happened. What do you mean in terms of what? In terms of like gaining ground in Belinda? I know Neg specifically. The only thing I remember is Negs personally apologizing to Belinda for the really disgusting thing he said about her child. That was probably maybe the most disgusting thing that has been said or done to Belinda on the internet yet. And I think Gaining Ground just forgave for his own sake, like for his own self. But yeah, that's the whole point. None of these people have really taken accountability for all their misdeeds. Another thing that I have a real fucking problem with, and is the simple fact that both Negs and DC refuse to admit and apologize for the revenge porn that Negs did to Silvana, that DC fucking still lies about to this day. Like, yo, she lives in fucking Germany. She can't hold you legally accountable, fucking unfortunately. So don't try and use that as the excuse for why you cannot admit what you did to her and how fucking disgusting it was, especially under the circumstances of why you did it. Like, there's so many fucking disgusting, unforgivable acts that these two have participated in and people they have fucking wronged. And I'm sorry, but Silvana has always been an amazingly loyal, supportive friend to me. I don't give a fuck that DC and Negs have never ever done anything that bad to me. The fact that they did that to my fucking friend is enough for me to know that I never want to fuck with these people ever again. Especially they refuse to admit, acknowledge, apologize, any of it. Any of it. It's disgusting. People like that can't change. And when they tell you that they have or they're trying, they're fucking lying to you. They're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. K Petty says, Anna harassed a YouTuber off the platform, then doxed her name and made a rumble using her name, following by is a cunt. Anna is not cool. Yeah, I mean, I already knew that. K Petty says, Silvana is consistent. I like her. What happened to her was horrible. Yes, what happened to Silvana has been really fucking horrible. Silvana has been so hurt and so wronged by, like, do you know her biggest fucking crime? Do you know why she deserved that revenge porn from Negs? Because she dared to speak out when nobody else around him else would. And she was saying, hey, what are you doing? Gaining ground, Pistachio, Belinda, they've been nothing but good friends to you. You're making a mistake by turning on them and trying to choose DC for fucking business reasons. And she got shunned and eventually revenge porned as a result of simply telling him the truth and trying to be a good friend to me, to Gaining Ground, to Belinda. That's crazy shit. That's crazy, crazy shit. She didn't deserve that, not even a little bit. You know, Anna, my particular and personal gripe with Anna Nicole and what she's done to me personally is she also made a business decision. I was very kind to her. I was very kind to her when she came on the scene, and I supported her, and I made sure at least a handful of people showed up in her chat when nobody was fucking watching her streams. And she chose DC as a business decision because at that time, this was before DC lost her channel, she felt DC could offer her, like, meaning by association, DC's support could offer her more viewership than my support could. So that's the kind of person Anna Nicole is. She also makes business decisions. It has nothing to do with the truth, has nothing to do with someone's character, has nothing to do with loyalty. It has everything to do with how she can get ahead the farthest, the fastest. That's who she is. It's not the worst thing you can be, but it's also not the best thing. You feel me? There's a lot of people like that, though. Barnacle says, I remember thinking you were way too nice to her, Pete. I mean, listen, the way that I tend to work is I try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt from Jump Street, and then I will change my feelings dependent upon their behavior. So in the beginning, I'm always going to give benefit of the doubt. And then as they show me who they are, that's when I will, rectify. Sandy S says, some people are always looking for someone to punch down on. Snowy Tits says, not only was she revenge porned, she also been criticized and judged for sending them, which is wild victim blaming. Thank you, Snowy Tits. That really doesn't get talked about enough. But yes, she has been. Absolutely, she has been. And it has been absolutely disgusting to see. And I have felt like sometimes I didn't even know what to say to her because I felt so fucking bad. I wish I could do more for her. She has been so wronged. I'm really glad you said that, Snowy Tits, because I fucking agree. I absolutely fucking agree. And hold on a second, guys. Hold on. I'm back. K Petty says, Anna said she never liked Negs, but trusts and believes she makes bad decisions. It's weird. She's a social climber. Yeah, she is a social climber. I mean, in several DMs, she has admitted in not so many words that she was absolutely social climbing with DC and that she fucking regretted it. When she chose DC, she fucking regretted it. She regretted getting in bed with those people because they turned against her. They turned against her. Tragic and AK turned against her. It was a whole fucking thing. When you make alliances with these type of people, it's not a matter of if they will turn on you. It's a matter of when. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Mark my words, you can take that shit straight to the bank. Straight to the fucking bank. Has Girl World always been this bad, man? Damn. Yes. Yes, it has. Absolutely. Yes, it has, that milk. Yes, it has. Strange says, that was my last straw, too, about the revenge porn. It's a lot, man. That was one of the worst things, but in my opinion, that's just one of the many. They've done so many disgusting fucking things. So it says, like, you can have your opinion that you shouldn't send them, but time and place, not okay. To say to a revenge porn victim, exactly. And to, like, man, she had a bunch of public naysayers that turned on her, and it was really fucking rough. The milk, that's DC talked about Anna's like real, she was afraid. She knew that was gonna happen. Anna was super fucking afraid. Anna was so afraid. She knew almost immediately that she made a mistake by getting in bed with DC, and it blew up in her fucking face, as most fucking decisions made with nefarious, selfish intent do. Key Petty says, I think Negs feigned trying to have a relationship with Sylvana in the same manner he did with Lava Lamp. I am certain of it. Cruel and unusual. Thank you so much. Somebody just sent a super chat. Yo, Dad, are you even in chat, Daddy Pooh? I don't even see you in chat, man. And my loving father, not really my dad, but the guy that I call dad just donated. First donation of the night. Thank you so much. And says, just lurking today. Oh shit, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. I shouted you out before I read your message. I'm so sorry. He said, please no shout out. And I'm immediately shouting him out because I see his name that I recognize on the email. I'm so sorry. All right, you guys don't know who I mean anyway. It is my father. Fuck you guys. It is my dad. I'm so sorry. Dude, I jumped the gun. I'm so sorry. Do you forgive me? Dude, first of all, thank you so much for donating. You have no idea how much do you know how much the donations mean when I do these unpopular type opinion streams? So, dude, this means a lot to me today. I am so sorry I jumped the gun on you like that, but your generosity and your support means so much, man. You have no idea. I know, I'm sorry. I never do that. Oy vey. Whatever. I think I'm going to go now. What's a dad anyway? He's my dad. That's what it is. He's my fucking father. That's why. All right, I'm going to go though. I done stuck my foot in my fucking mouth accidentally, and I'm gonna go anyway. We've been doing this for 2 hours. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably in the evening though. So we shall reconvene. I'm sure there'll be some weird fucking ridiculous baby bitch aftermath as a result of the truths I've told in this stream. So we'll reconvene about it tomorrow evening, okay, guys? All right, bye. Love you. Bye. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Beanie.